Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, driven by your Southern California Honda dealers. I'm Chris McGee. We have James Worthy, Derek Fisher, Allie Clifton will be joining us in a little bit. We got Brez and Mike Trudell handling some post-game interviews. The Lakers go 4-3 on this road trip, 7 games in 12 days, guys. Big bounce-back night after the loss in New York 24 hours ago. And listen, the key is turnovers. Last night it was a season-high 25. Tonight, 11 turnovers, just 2 in the second half. And Mama Fish, who was watching the game in her home, is happy because she was texting you every single possession.
Yeah, every possession, she was getting more and more frustrated with the way.
She wanted stops, Fish.
The way the Lakers were finishing this game. But they held on to it. They deserve a lot of credit. Like it would have been real easy to just kind of let this one either slip away from the beginning or kind of give in to the momentum there in the fourth quarter. Proud of the team for bouncing back, limiting turnovers. Just a good win, you know, losing KCP after the good start.
Yep.
But this is a good road trip. I don't think I'd ever be proud to normally have said the Lakers going 4-3 on a road trip is something to celebrate. But this is a great road trip for this team, in my opinion, from the distance.
2 weeks ago, we would have taken that in a heartbeat, 4-3. I'm happy for the guys.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been 5-2. I mean, we always talk about what it could have been. The Miami game was close, could have been, but I will take this trip, especially this last game against Charlotte. That is a grind game. You know, every season you have maybe 3 or 4 games like that where you have nothing, and you have to really get your mind set. And I think the Lakers did that. Charlotte did a pretty good job as well.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you're in Miami for a couple nights, then you're in New York for about 4 days. Then you come play a Charlotte team that's shorthanded just like you and playing hard. You'll take the win, you'll get on that plane, and you'll come home 4-3 on the road trip, and you'll get ready for Boston on Thursday. Alex Caruso ties his season highs with 13 points and 6 assists. He's standing by with Mike Trudell.
All right, Alex Caruso, there's some stuff in this game tonight that we've seen a lot from you. Big defensive plays, leading the team in plus-minus, but what did it feel like for you to get that dagger 3 to go in the final minute?
Yeah, it felt good. We honestly, we shouldn't have let it got to that point. You know, we were up 10 in the fourth. I think we got a little stagnant trying to wind the game down instead of staying in attack mode, especially with them in zone. It kind of stalemated us. But, you know, credit to us for fighting. And then, I mean, that's just being ready. You know, I knew I was going to either get a shot or extra pass. And when Dennis threw it to me, I was ready to shoot.
See, that's just like you. Instead of feeling great about it, your mind's already going to defense. It's already going to the other end.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been this close. It shouldn't have been this close.
All right, AC, this is a 4-3 road trip now for you guys, which isn't typically what your goal would be, but no LeBron and AD the whole time. Several players missed various games along the trip. Was it important for you guys to get that mark now as you head back to Staples Center?
Yeah, I think it was just important for us to kind of grow as a team. You know, I think we've had stretches in this road trip and this time where Bron and AD have been out where we've played really, really well. But, you know, conversely, we've had times where we haven't played that great. And I think that's, you know, the key for us is to kind of continue to build that habit of playing good every time out on the floor. And no matter the lineup, you know, no matter who's out there, how long we've had time together, playing hard is a skill that we can do every night. And I think that's something that we're going to continue to work on. But, you know, when it's good, we look really well, we play really well together. We just got to continue to try and build that habit and do it continuously for 48 minutes.
All right, you're about to get on that Delta team plane to head home for the first time in a while. And guess what? There's going to be fans at Staples Center for the first time this season as you take on the Boston Celtics. Alex, what's it going to mean to you to just look up and see some of the purple and gold faithful around you?
Man, I'm so excited, Mike. I can't even tell you how excited I am. You know, they've introduced us every time as you're defending world champions, and we haven't had anybody there to like really celebrate it. So I know whatever amount of fans they let in, it's going to feel like double or triple. So I'm just really excited, and you know that game's special for them and us. So we'll be ready to go.
AC Fresh, we appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Great work there, Mike. I loved what Mike said about, listen, Caruso, always a big part of lineups. You're used to him making the big defensive play, but he knocked down that dagger 3, and that's got to feel good as well. I mean, tonight he had 13 points. He hit 3 threes. So when he's giving you that kind of offense, big game, and hitting those kind of shots, he deserves player of the game.
Yeah, I mean, maintenance man. What do you need? I got all the tools in my toolbox. You need charge. You need defense. The last, couple of months, he's added a lot of offense to his game, knocking down that 3. but you know he's a coach's dream. And I tell any player, if you want to model yourself, work ethic, look at this. Look at Caruso, because here's a guy that probably didn't think he was going to be in the league, and just work. Rihanna, all we do is work. And that's what he's done, man. But he does a lot of things that aren't on the stat sheet. He plays for two players when he's out there. You know, he stunts, defends, takes charges, vertical. I mean, this guy's an amazing athlete, and just found the right spot here with the Lakers. We love him.
Watching that play, big game, and I agree with everything you say, and I do want to talk Alex Caruso. Great recognition right there by Schroder on that defense with the guy that was kind of hanging out right by that free throw line to get the help to kick it to Caruso in time. That shot clock was winding down.
Yeah, a lot of guys would have maybe tried to force that up and split two guys. Dennis making the right play, and Alex not hesitating, recognizing the shot clock himself. He knew he had to shoot that instead of looking to pass. And, you know, being in those positions as a player and making that shot late in the fourth quarter, like, that's a good confidence builder. Not that Alex was questioning whether he can make that shot, but you have that in the pocket now. You know you can make a big shot when your team needs it, and that bodes well for him going forward and the team.
01 was the year you guys kind of rolled everybody, right? San Antonio, Western Conference Finals. You had a huge series, and I remember you hitting big shots. Did that carry throughout your career? Because you ended up hitting a ton of big shots, but was that kind of the first time you remember really having that confidence on a big stage? I
felt like on the biggest stage in the postseason, yes.
Yeah.
During the regular season, there was a game in '98 in Indiana. Nick Van Exel was out. Played big minutes, started that game. The Pacers were double-teaming Shaq a lot.
Yeah.
And in the fourth quarter of that game in Indiana, I made a big shot similar to Alex. And to me, that was the beginning of a belief in myself that in the fourth quarter, if my team needs me to make a shot, I can do it.
Yeah, that's a great story. 1998, going all the way back to that game in Indiana. That's pretty awesome. I also want to ask you guys defensively. James, you and I were talking about this at halftime, and Fish, right before we went on, he actually does remind me of you. I just remember watching you play throughout your career, and, you know, being able to take charges with guys in transition is one of the hardest things to do because of the anticipation it takes. As James said, you have to be an incredible athlete for that. I think he's an underrated athlete, but the ability to move the feet and square the chest and take it on the numbers. He is so good at that. He did that 2 or 3 times tonight. He does it every night. Quick hands, unbelievable.
Yeah, does a lot for this team. I mean, a lot that doesn't get noticed, even though we notice certain plays and plus minus, and there are some analytical, you know, stats that say, like, Alex Caruso helps this team, but he does a lot that doesn't show up in the stat sheet and deserves that ring he got